Hello, everybody. It's me. I don't know who else you would expected it to be, but it's me, and it's time to read a story. A story from r/dating hell. A different one than I'm usually going to, but I kind of like these, so sometimes I just really want to read them. This one has a long title. This one is from Reddit user Sad Bunana, which I like that name. This is... Boyfriend takes me out for my birthday. Little did I know, it was I who was taking him and his friends out, and paying for the whole thing. Uh-oh. Let's read this story. I dated this absolutely terrible guy for nearly 3 years as a teenager. I have so many awful stories about him, but this is the one that stands out in my mind. This happened a few days after my 16th birthday. I'm adopted by my paternal grandparents, and I only see my dad a few times a year, so every birthday and Christmas he would give me a couple $100. So my dad had given me $200 at my family birthday party, and I excitedly text my boyfriend, who we'll call Z, to tell him. He acts excited for me and then tells me he has a present for me when I get home. He has planned a date night for us at a nice restaurant. Of course, I'm feeling special. He just got his first job, and he was going to spend one of his first paychecks to take me somewhere nice. A few days pass, and it is now the weekend. We'd made plans for dinner that day, and he was going to pick me up and take me to a surprise location. Just the two of us. How romantic. He shows up, and I immediately know that this night is not going to go as planned, because his friend R is driving, and he's in the passenger seat. I didn't like R. I was friends with his girlfriend, and he cheated on her constantly. Plus, he used to make fun of me and treat me like crap. I'm a little bummed, but I figure, okay, well, maybe his car isn't working or something. Z explains that R was bored, so he invited him along. I didn't want to ruin the date, so I went along with it. Oh, that is... No, that's not okay. So then Z says, we need to make a quick stop before going to the restaurant. So we pull up to another one of his friends' houses. And 3 other guys proceed to pile into the back seat of the car. Now I am squished in the back with a bunch of dudes I don't even like. All of Z's friends used to say really rude shit to me in front of him, and he'd just laugh and play along. Classy. And I could already tell that this date was not going to be great. But I'm still trying to be optimistic. No one spoke to me the entire ride. And then we pull up to a motherfucking McDonald's. Oh my god. Oh, honey. This is the nice restaurant he's taking me to. Again, I find myself making excuses for him. Maybe he's short on cash, and he's still taking me out and buying me a meal for my birthday, so I shouldn't complain too much. But I was still upset because McDonald's was literally the only restaurant we ever went to. But you're teenagers, you can't expect a lot, right? Everyone orders their food, and mind you, they order a lot of food. And when everyone finally has ordered and the cashier says our total, Z turns to me and says with no emotion in his voice, the guys didn't bring any money, can you cover this? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, I would have fucking strangled that boy. I begrudgingly agree because I'm too nice of a person. And then the cashier asks if Z and I are paying separately. And he turns to me and says, I didn't bring any money either.
You're a fucking asshole.
Bruh. Oh, no. So I paid for the meals for 6 people, including myself. 4 of these people I don't even like. And every single person, besides myself, got enough food to survive a nuclear winter. The total was, and I am not shitting you one bit, $140.
Oh my god!
This fucking man. I had just under $60 left of my own birthday money. They all sit down and eat their food like a bunch of literal cavemen. I remember one guy shoving most of his burger into his mouth, trying to chew it, and then choking, and then spitting it out on the tray. No one spoke to me the entire time we were there. Then R asked me for $10 for gas money. Classy. Afterwards, they dropped me off at home so they could all go to the beach. I was apparently not invited. Sad to say, I dated him for another year after this. Why? Well, because I was a 16-year-old girl, incredibly naive, and I thought that I loved him. Eventually, I broke up with him for a girl on Christmas Eve, though. Edit. I think it's important to add that I did not cheat on him with this girl. I had a crush on her for a couple of years, finally accepted that I had feelings for her, and no longer had feelings for him. Then a few days later, we split up. So I'm actually going to go through the comments to see if there's any more stuff, and there is actually just a little bit more here. Same OP, Sad Budana, says, actually, I got a lot more out of that relationship than just a ridiculous story. I put so much off thinking that we were going to get married young, and I'd be his little housewife, and he'd take care of me. I was raised in an evangelical household. Realizing just how many opportunities I lost because of him put me into a motivational overdrive, and I worked twice as hard to accomplish goals. Plus, now I have a keen eye for red flags. It's why I'm with my current boyfriend of 6 years, who helped to motivate me to get my license, graduate online high school in my 20s, start college, realize my artistic talent, which Z made me embarrassed of, saying that I wasn't very good. What a dick. Buy a nice car, and we just bought a house together. I think without this experience, I wouldn't have been able to recognize the good and bad traits of a potential partner, and I may have never said yes to my current boyfriend. But hey, you know, at least I got a ridiculous story out of it, am I right? Oh yeah, a couple years after I dumped him and started dating my current boyfriend, Z sent me a Facebook message asking, "Oh, can we be friends again? I'm sorry about everything." And I responded with something like, "You're single again, aren't you?" Turns out his girlfriend had dumped him a few days prior, and he was trying to get me back on the rebound. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's a pretty fucking bad one, my dude. I just, wow. What a fucking tool. But on the plus, I mean, like on the absolute good part of this, I am glad that, you know, our OP, Sad Bunana, I just really like saying your name, is in a much, much better place now, and that things are actually much better. Because, wow, this guy, I mean, just, I cannot imagine being saddled with somebody as selfish and repugnant like that. Like, I've had a lot of bad relationships, and it's only now in the incredibly good relationship that I'm in with Sango that, like, things actually feel like things are happening. A lot of times in the past, I would feel like I was just kind of like doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff, you know, like this is what you're supposed to do, and this is what, you know, you have to do because the other person says you do. But with Sango, I find myself like just unironically doing things to better myself, to better things for her, just to better things in general, because, you know, she's a wonderful person, and I want to do everything to make sure that our lives together are really good and really healthy and happy. And that's a really good mindset to have. And I don't know, you know, I kind of have to agree with Sad Bunana. I don't know if I would have those good traits if I had not, you know, had so many negative experiences. Because we learn from bad things. On one hand, the initial response is that I don't want to ever have negative experiences. But on the other hand, if I didn't have them, would I be the person I am today? There's a lot of weird philosophical stuff in there, but I kind of see I kind of see like what they were going for, and I kind of see like how, yeah, it is kind of a thing. It's like, you know, you kind of have to have some things in order to understand others. And it's kind of a good way of looking at all the bad stuff that kind of happened. Yes, it was bad, but I learned something from it, which allowed me to find something 1,000 times better. Which, in Sad Bunana's case, is their current boyfriend, and in my case, is my wonderful fiancé. So I can see how that works. So, with all that being said, though, this is the end of this video. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. I have a Patreon, and I have a merch store. You should check out both of those. I said Patreon. I meant Ko-Fi. I don't have a Patreon. That's a lie. I have a Ko-Fi. The links to all of these and more things, except the Patreon, because that's not true, is in the thing below the video description. I forgot what the word was. Hi, I'm a professional. This is what I do for a living. Aren't you proud of me? I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, you guys.